Teachers, parents, I just want to say I'm so excited that I received a huge stack of kindness logs. And I know this time when we did that Got Your Back Challenge, we had a little break in between. So even during the break, students logged kind acts. And I also know I see students do kind acts every day. Some of them are not even logged. So even the winners, there was things on there that their teacher actually told me about, but they didn't write it down. Because they're so used to doing kind acts that they just don't even think of them as kind acts anymore. And I just want to share two examples of what happened on Friday. Friday morning, we went on a field trip. The second graders went on a field trip. And part of our field trip in the afternoon is we went to the train station and we got to take a train back. It was really exciting. But what I noticed when we got to the train station, I noticed a young man in there on his computer. And I couldn't understand why he kept looking in our direction. And I thought it was because there was about 50 students in there. And as I started to watch, I noticed he kept kind of looking up at this down the row where the kids were. And then I heard a lady talking, and she had some tough times in her life because she was talking out loud and I could hear what she was saying. And then she was talking to the other person on the phone. And finally, when she hung up, she got up and she walked over to the young man, and she handed him his phone, and she said, "Thank you." She said, "Thank you for letting me use your phone." This was a complete stranger. She said, "I hadn't been able to talk to my family in a long time." Now, that's an act of kindness. This man didn't know this lady. So she could have taken his phone and ran. And I just happened to notice it, and I thought, wow, that was really kind. And he didn't say, "No, you can't use my phone," or "I have to call someone," or make an excuse. He let her use it. He did look up a few times to make sure. Then I understood why he kept looking up. But she was so thankful. She told him thank you, and she was able to talk to her family. So not everybody is as lucky as we are. There's people all over that need help. There's people all over that need little things. Was he out anything by handing her this phone to use? No. We can help people out every day just by doing little things. And that was during the day. That was on Friday. Now, I have a lot of stories, but we have a big assembly today, so I'm just going to share two. The second was we went on a field trip to the Pistons game. And one of our 5th grade students, it was so kind of him. Some of the students were getting to meet the players, and some students got snacks. And he ordered some nachos. And as he was eating his nachos, he got up, and he didn't just ask his friends. He said, "Would you like some?" He asked the people around him. A couple of us were a few seats back. He got up and went further back and asked other people, girls and boys. He was a boy. Sometimes girls and boys don't always ask each other. They might just ask their friend. He offered his nachos to everyone in class. I mean, he was lucky everyone didn't take them because he wouldn't have had any left. But I just thought that was so kind. That was Oakman, and I was just very impressed because no one told him to do that. And I was very impressed to see that kindness. Now, I see things like that every single day. And I just applaud you. We are so lucky to have such wonderful students here at Oakman. And just to keep in mind why we started this challenge, my nephew Isaac Lorich, he passed away. He would have been 25 years old this year. And he was 21 years old when he died. And we want to keep his name and what he stood for going. So the I've Got Your Back Challenge, he, I'm sure, is smiling from wherever he's at, from above. He's seeing all these kind acts, and he is probably just so happy right now. So this is not something that ends today or yesterday when the challenge actually ended. This is something that's ongoing. And there's so many of you sitting in here that I can share stories. I don't have time to share all of them. So even if your stories go unnoticed, don't stop doing those kind acts. Somebody will notice. I didn't know those two strangers in the train station, but I saw it, and it touched my heart, and it made me think, wow, the little things in life make a huge difference for all of us. So I just want you to keep that in mind, and again, I see it over and over here at Oakman School. We're very fortunate to have such wonderful students. So the winners this year for the I've Got Your Back Challenge, they are all from the 5th grade, which doesn't surprise me because we went on a field trip with the 5th grade students, and they were wonderful. There wasn't that many adults. There was about 5 adults with us, and they were very well behaved. They were good listeners. They were polite. They used their manners. So this year, all 3 winners are from 5th grade. So I'm going to start with our 3rd place winner. And our 3rd place winner is from Miss Fleming's class. It's Ali Sayed. Can we give him a hand? Come on up, Ali. Okay, congratulations, Ali. And our 2nd place winner is also from Miss Fleming's room. It's Maya DeBaja. Let's give her a round of applause.
Are you going to share how many kind acts they did?
Congratulations, Maya. Okay, and our 1st place winner, and it was very, very close. We had, Ali had 100 kind acts, and Maya had 120 kind acts. And I know they didn't document all their kind acts, because I see both of these students doing kind things that when I looked at the log weren't on there. So you can't write down every single thing you do. But that's how many they documented. And then our grand prize winner with the most kind acts in Oakman School is Miriam Castle. Let's give her a hand. She had 156 kind acts. So together, these 3 students had 376 kind acts documented. Again, their teachers, before I even announced the winners, were telling me some kind acts that these students have done. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay, so we are going to keep this going, and just so you remember, the t-shirt sales, $5 of every t-shirt you purchased went towards the Clean Water Act. So it was close to about, I want to say about $375 that we collected for the drinking fountains with the t-shirt sales. So all of you wearing t-shirts in here, you're going to help with our Clean Water Act. So thank you for that, and we're going to keep up the kind acts.